Sorry to bother you. We are from the Church of Acceptance, and we would like to take a moment of your time.
No, I'm afraid you got the wrong person. We don't believe in God.
Neither do we.
Sorry?
If you would just give us a minute to explain.
What church did you say you were from?
The Church of Acceptance.
George, that should be your goal. The bereavement process is a slow business, and only when you've been through the shock and anger can you learn to accept it and get on with living.
The Church of Acceptance has no higher power.
Man is his own God.
Church with no God. So how are you going to save my mortal soul?
We can show you life, George.
Death frightens us all, George. Mankind has invented a million myths and religions since he's been able to contemplate his existence. If our biggest worry was survival, maybe then we wouldn't have to think about things we can't understand or come to terms with.
For too long, we have relied on fantasies to protect us from the truth. The truth, George, that we are born and we die. All we do is accept that fact.
Was that it?
We meet once a month, where we learn to accept death and appreciate every moment of living.
Ah, I see. And I should attend your version of the Mass and see more clearly, is that it?
We aren't here to convince you, George. You are invited, however, and are very welcome.
We meet on the third day of each month. We start at 8 o'clock. The address is on the card.
Why did you do it, George? She's gone. You can't get her back.
Maybe I can see if what you say is true.
What do you mean?
Maybe I can see her where she is. It's what you believe, isn't it?
It's not the way, George. That's not God's way.
It's what you teach, isn't it? Heaven, hell. For God's sake, you're my brother. Talk to me.
I'm trying to give you answers.
No, Chris, you're not trying to give me an answer. No religion has ever given me an answer.
You'll be damned if you keep going your way.
And I'm not now.
You have to have faith, George. You have to accept God's will into your life.
I refuse to accept the will of a God who can leave me rattling around in an empty shell of a life. Please, just go away.
George, glad you could make it. Welcome to the bar, George. John is inside. He'll take care of you.
Oh, here he is, George.
George, welcome. What are you having to drink? Here, whiskey will do you good. I'm sure you're going to enjoy it tonight, George.
George, how are you? My name is Edward Dahl. This is my wife. We proposed you.
What did he mean, propose me?
I think it's about to start.
Ladies and gentlemen, can you please take your seats?
Why was I proposed?
Someone is proposed every month to take the place of the member we lose.
Lose.
Thank you for the opportunity to host tonight's proceedings. First of all, I would like to introduce this month's new member, Mr. George Davison. Without further ado, I will pass around the envelopes.
Member we lose.
Take an envelope. We told you we were going to show you how to appreciate life more, didn't we? Have you ever noticed how sensual and alive a funeral can make you feel, George? We become alive, really alive, with the ability to appreciate life and all its acts and scenes by coming close to death.
Whose death?
That's what the envelopes are for. It could be anyone. All are blank except if you have a spot of color on your paper, you are chosen. What a first night, George. Open your eyes, George. This is a great moment for you. This is what it's all about. Accepting we die and sharing the experience. This is a great start for you, George. Some of us never get the chance to do the taking.
I accept.
We accept.